Tragic shootings, demonic evils out of Texas and Ohio. And an update for you from the road from Detroit and Cincinnati. I'm Randall Terry. This is Voice of Resistance. Welcome to the program, friend. We already had a program filmed and edited to air tonight, and then these demonic murders happened in Texas and Ohio. So I'm breaking into the show, and then we will continue with the program that was already filmed and edited. First of all, we have to pray for the families of these victims. I can just picture these poor moms, children in Walmart, and then hearing the report of the gunfire from this demon-possessed God-hater, killing innocent civilians, and the demonic horror up in Ohio. In case you missed the news, that murderer in Ohio killed his own sister, shot his best friend trying to kill him, was in a band that sang, this is not child-friendly stuff here, by the way, was in a band that sang about raping women and murdering women. That was literally the type of music that they were singing. So this was somebody who had a spirit of death with him, as did the person, the shooter in Texas. Literally, the blood of these victims was still on the sidewalk or on the floor, and the left-wing, anti-Trump, anti-Christian, anti-Second Amendment lunatics came out of the woodwork, blaming President Trump, blaming those of us that believe in our God-given right to keep and bear arms. And it sickens me. It enrages me and it sickens me. And so I want to use these few moments to encourage you to not back down from truth in the face of injustice. To continue to speak the truth, albeit with grief-stricken tones for the victims, but to continue to unequivocally, unapologetically speak the truth. Calm tones, undergirded by reason, logic, facts. There's no law that anyone had passed or could have passed that could have prevented either of these shootings. And if there was a general confiscation of all firearms, if the government said we're taking all guns off the streets, both of these shootings still could have happened. Australia's gun violence continues even after it took away everyone's guns, because criminals aren't going to give up their guns. Anyone who thinks that the government is going to get criminals to give up their guns is insane. There's so many facts, figures about how many crimes guns prevent. If some of those poor souls in Walmart had been armed, they could have killed the assailant. That's why one of the main reasons why we have a Second Amendment, self-protection, ability to stand against tyrannical government. Just don't back down. And the media is a part of this anti-Trump moment coming against us. So what I'm going to do now is shift gears. I'm going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to go to Cincinnati and to Detroit, where we were speaking out against CNN, speaking up on behalf of Trump, speaking out about media bias. And boy, does it fit in now in the wake of this horrible tragedy in Texas and the one in Ohio. The media is still unhinged. We've got to oppose them. We've got to stand for truth and grieve for the victims and want safety for us all. Please stay with me for the whole program. Don't go away. Introducing Roxy Guitar. If you're a guitar or bass player, whether you play acoustic or electric, check out Roxy Guitar. I've been playing for over 40 years and seen guitar stores all over America. I've never seen a store like Roxy Guitar. Roxy Guitar has over 700 guitars in stock, over 1,500 pedals, over 200 amps. For the beginner or price-conscious buyer, there's Michael Kelly guitars. For the serious player or professional, Roxy Guitar has the finest selection of guitar lines I've ever seen. You know I love Warrior guitars. Roxy Guitar has over 100 Warriors in stock. They have Heritage, G&L, Gretsch, John Sears, BC Rich, Duesenberg, Dean, legendary guitars at great prices, including pre-owned Gibsons, Fenders, and more. Let them know you heard about Roxy Guitar from Randall Terry and receive 10% or more off your purchase on select items. Go to roxyguitar.com.
Welcome to the program, friend. You will forgive me, because I'm a dad, and many of you are moms or dads. You'll forgive me if I boast just a whisker about the success that my sons are having. Yesterday, Rush Limbaugh referred to them on his show. Jeff Zucker, the president of CNN, whining, complaining about the boys playing CNN Sucks. The Washington Post referred to them in a big story. The New York Times, they were snarky, but we expect that out of the New York Times. We just left Detroit, where, as you know, there were 2 nights of a debacle. The CNN had a debacle with the debates. If you go online and you look at the comments from viewers of CNN, people who love Democrats, people who are supporting the various candidates, they were livid, crazy with rage against CNN. That's what CNN is contending with right now. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm kind of sad because I remember CNN when they started. They got their oomph during the Iranian hostage crisis. And Ted Turner started a news outlet that was actually pretty decent. I remember when Bernie Shaw was an anchor. I was on Crossfire more than once with Pat Buchanan. I can't remember who was on the left. But they really did try to have a fair and balanced network, which is now Fox's tagline. Not anymore. CNN is completely off the rails. Those are our boys performing in the background, doing lots of interviews. We were in Detroit, and it was mayhem at points up there. We've been so busy, we haven't been able to compile a lot of the footage. But there's one thing that I want to play for you because it was so funny. Across the street from us, there was the Black Lives Matter, some Antifa people, earth worshipers, just angry people filled with rage. And the police were there as a buffer. And then we were on the other side. My boys were playing and singing. And the assistant chief of police was there, and he came up with an idea. He said, we're going to let all of those people, the angry crowd, cross the right in front of the Fox Theater. Literally go right in front of them, screaming, chanting. And then when there's a distance, they let us go. And it diffused the whole situation. It was genius. Well, we put ourselves at the end of the good guys parade, the right-wing conservative pro-Trump parade. And as we passed in front of it, the Fox Theater was on our left, CNN, their outdoor booth, huge, was on our right. We pulled up our portable speaker stand and pointed it right at the CNN booth and started to play. And you're going to see it, but take a look. If you look real close, you can see one of the people on the panel who's bobbing his head up and down. At one point, one of the women commentators slapped him and saying, knock it off. Don't get into that vibe. So here it is, our boys going face to face with CNN crew singing CNN Sucks. Right up here. You make me wanna hurl. CNN sucks. Well, it was a kick. And, you know, I was talking with somebody who I care about deeply yesterday about the fact that our sons are teenagers. My sons are teenagers. And there are people who think, oh, you don't want kids to get involved in this stuff. Look, if they don't learn how to fight, if they don't learn how to stand, when will they? If they go all the way through junior high school and high school learning to blend in, learning to never stick out, what will they do when they're adults? They'll learn to blend in. They'll learn to never stick out. There's times when we have to stick out. That's just the way it is, people. There's times when if you're going to stand for what is right and true, if you're going to stand for the gospel of Jesus Christ, you're going to stick out. God bless you. So we're broadcasting here from Cincinnati. And what I'd like to do, by the way, I was so excited that Rush Limbaugh mentioned the boys on the air. What I'm going to do in this program is ask a couple of favors of you. Number one, go to YouTube and sign up, subscribe to Terry Train. If you go to YouTube and put in the Terry Train, you can subscribe to their channel. And the reason that this is important is because we keep putting up these political videos, and people need to know that they're there. People, and the more subscribers we have, the higher YouTube and Google will put the boys up to the top of search engines. So what I'm going to do in the next segment is I'm going to play for you the official song that's on YouTube with the lyrics so that you can read the lyrics and know what it is that they're singing. And then in the next segment, we'll do the song that we just released called Trump's Gonna Thump 'Em. And again, we don't make money doing this. This is about mobilizing people, especially young people, to stand against evildoers. The media has become evildoers. They're no longer reporting both sides. Most of them are active advocates for baby killing and for sodomite marriage, things that are unspeakable. We need to have young people in the battle, and I'm trying to train my sons to be a voice. So let me take a break. We'll come back, and we'll play you these two songs in the next segments. Don't go away.
I also want to speak tonight directly to Muslims throughout the world. We respect your faith. Its teachings are good and peaceful. And those who commit evil in the name of Allah blaspheme the name of Allah.
We have reaffirmed again and again that the United States is not and never will be at war with Islam. Islam teaches peace.
Islam is a religion of peace. They are not Muslims, they are monsters.
We've been told that Muslim terrorists have hijacked the peaceful religion of Islam. But Islamic art and literature tell a very different story. To know the truth, we only have to study the narrative of the founder of Islam, Muhammad, in his own words.
Welcome back to the program, friend. I'm going to play for you the official video of the song. Now, we are in production right now on a music video that shows all kinds of awesome footage, comedy that will be in this video. So what you're about to hear is just the words, and you'll see the words and you'll hear the song. My boys are playing all these instruments with the exception of a couple of guitar leads that I'm playing, but it's just our family. So here you have it. CNN Sucks by Terry Train.
President Trump and his lawyers seem to be cooking up a new slogan of their own. Let's go there. Our chief White House correspondent, Jim Acosta, is already on the scene for us. So, Jim, what's the latest?
I turned on my TV. What did I see? CNN lying again.
We have very good circumstantial evidence that the Trump team were working with the Russians.
I went to my daddy to ask him why. Anger filled his eyes. He said, CNN They lie to me and they lie to you. CNN sucks. Fake news, it's just what they do. CNN sucks. Jim Acosta, you know it's true. CNN sucks. Come on, Jimmy, say it again. CNN sucks. CNN sucks.
I kind of see it as posturing, to be honest with you. It's an irresponsible thing to do, I think.
CNN sucks. Go home and fake news. Wolf, wolf, wolf.
Lion Wolf Blitzer and Lion John King.
We are the people.
Don Lemon, he laughs about everything.
And don't forget Donald Trump's racist.
Jeff Zeleny, he whines like a girl.
Trump team, and we're working with the Russians.
Jake Tapper, you make me wanna hurl. Jeff Tucker, we are talking to you. And Cooper, you know it's true. Aaron Burnett, can you hear us yet? We'll give you a story that you'll never forget. There's a reason that your ratings are in the trash. Because your anchors and reporters are lying morons. You wouldn't know truth if it slapped you in the face. Even your founder, Ted Turner, thinks you're a disgrace. They lie to me and they lie to you. Fake news, it's just what they do. Jeff Tucker, we are talking to you. Come on, Jimmy, say it again.
CNN sucks.
There it is, folks. I'm going to take a break. When we come back, our latest song, which I don't believe you've heard, you might have heard it in the background, Trump's going to thump him. Don't go away. I'm Randall Terry. This is Voice of Resistance.
What Would Mohammed Do? Islamic Terrorism Explained is the best movie series documentary ever produced on the life of Muhammad and Islam. How do I know? Because it's what critics are saying. John Moore, radio host and author, said, "I learned more from What Would Mohammed Do about Islam and Islamic terrorism than I've learned from everything I ever read and watched in my entire life." Best-selling author Dr. Bill Warner said, "What Would Mohammed Do is the best movie series, TV production on the life of Muhammad and Islamic terrorism that has ever been produced." Friends, this is what the experts are saying. No one has ever done what we've done. I encourage you to get 1, 2, 4 copies. Call 304-289-3700. That's 304-289-3700, or order it at the address or the website that you see on the screen. Introducing Roxy Guitar. If you're a guitar or bass player, whether you play acoustic or electric, check out Roxy Guitar. I've been playing for over 40 years and seen guitar stores all over America. I've never seen a store like Roxy Guitar. Roxy Guitar has over 700 guitars in stock, over 1,500 pedals, over 200 amps. For the beginner or price-conscious buyer, there's Michael Kelly guitars. For the serious player or professional, Roxy Guitar has the finest selection of guitar lines I've ever seen. You know I love Warrior guitars. Let them know you heard about Roxy Guitar from Randall Terry and receive 10% or more off your purchase on select items. Go to roxyguitar.com.
Welcome back to the program, friend. I have been an activist full-time for almost 35 years. Almost 35 years. My entire adult life, fighting for the babies, preaching God's word. I've been interviewed one-on-one by Dan Rather, Leslie Stahl. I've been on Oprah Winfrey twice. I've been on networks all over the world, preaching the truth. I've been heard by hundreds of millions of people. So when I say to you, we're losing, I mean we're losing. When we started fighting in 1984, there were still pro-life Democrats. The Democrat Party was having an internal struggle. Not anymore. In 1984, it would have been unthinkable for socialists inside the Democrat Party to say, we're socialists, vote for us. Yet that's what's happening. In 1984, it would have been unthinkable for someone to say a man wants to marry a man. Unthinkable. What was unthinkable is common now, and it's getting worse. President Trump is like a temporary dam. The question is, will the Christian community get off their hind ends and fight in the political realm, the media realm, in the PR realm, on Facebook, YouTube, in public? That's what falls to us, friends. That's what falls to us. I'm going to play for you the Trump's Gonna Thump Him song, and then I'll come back and make a couple comments at the end. But you have to understand the level of danger that we're in. We don't have any guarantee from God that we're going to last forever as a country. We just don't. So here's the new song the boys are releasing. By the way, this is the same way. The lyrics are going to be on the video, and we're making a video of this song. It's called Trump's Gonna Thump Him. Here it is.
Joe Biden got his foot right there in his mouth. He ain't got a prayer of winning the South. Kamala Harris starting to get some play. She's always flapping her jaw, but she ain't got nothing to say. Oh, we're gonna show each of these bums to the door. Trump's gonna thump them like they've never been thumped before. Sanders a socialist, Cory Booker's one too. Hickenlooper's a loser, De Blasio's a fool. Beto O'Rourke eats baby poo, Mayor Pete is a loon. If Elizabeth Warren is an Indian, I'm the man on the moon. Oh, we're gonna show each of these bones to the door. Trump's gonna thump them like they've never been thumped before. Yeah, President Trump's gonna thump them like they've never been thumped before.
Well, there you have it, friend. Hope that you enjoyed it. And again, I apologize that this is kind of a dual show here. Two things I want to say in closing. One, pray for the families of these victims, of these horrific murders. And number two, don't stop speaking the truth. The man in Texas, the man in Ohio, these were demon-possessed evil men. Good grief, the one in Ohio singing about raping women and murdering women in a band, and we wonder what was in his head. But nevertheless, we can condemn them, which they deserve to be condemned for their actions. But we also cannot flinch over our rights, because two evil people did evil things. You don't take away God-given rights from good people. Remember that. Go to our website if you want to learn more. If you want to see videos, go and check out the boys' website, terrytrain.com. God bless you. We'll see you Thursday night.